Hey guys, Nacho here, and welcome to the very last video that I'm going to do for this Let's Play. Yep, we are getting to the very end of it. And if you watched my last video, if you were able to survive the boredom, we got $1 million goal. Now unfortunately the ending did get corrupted a bit and it didn't show, all the show was the audio, so sorry about that. But you can always find it elsewhere. If I'm able to get it, I'll let you guys know and show it to you. Anywho, today to make it up, I'm going to show you the cheat codes of these games. Now there are some certain cheats that require a few differences. For instance, there are cars you can unlock, which relies on the season, which is actually kind of pretty cool at the time. But what you can do is, if you go to your GameCube and go towards the clock, you can set it to a specific timeline, and if you do this and load the game, you are able to unlock that car. So for example, you can unlock the Santa Poo, the Frankenbus, the Marg Holiday, and the New Year's Krusty. Now, there is one season car that you can unlock with the other way to unlock cheat codes. You can do with the New Year Krusty. And this method basically works like this. All you have to do is go to the options screen, which I am right now. And what you do is typically you either hold L and R or R and L with some of these codes. So for the New Year Krusty, I'm going to do the following. L and R, you hold them after you press them, and you can do BB XY. If you hear this sound, that means the cheat code went through properly. So I'm going to show you what the New Year Krusty Clown looks like. You can do it with any car, it does not matter whom. So we'll do Krusty just to be safe, and we'll do Everett's turns. If I pronounce that name wrong, I apologize. I apparently have something going on with me today. Ugh. Oof. And here we are.
You simpering fool, get that rattle trap off the road.
So this is...
Millions of kids watch my show.
This is the New Year's Krusty Clown car. If you notice, it basically has some of these features, such as, but not limited to, the new paint, the new Krusty outfit.
Take me to Seymour's house. If anyone asks, just tell them we're marking tests.
Oy vey!
And it also has a new horn. Observe. That is so cool. It's such a treat. Like, all these seasonal cars will not only have decorates, but your characters have a new outfit and a new decal.
You sure drive better than Seymour.
Now, the reason it says 2002 is because the game originally released in 2001, same as the GameCube.
Don't be frightened by my appearance. I'm
So,
a
yeah.
trained professional harlequin.
Can you take me to Reverend Lovejoy's house? I one would bless my new haircut.
But yeah, it's pretty cool. With this car, it's a little different than the actual Krusty Clown car, just by speed, and that's really about it. The braking works the same as the original Krusty Clown car and everything else, but
I don't want to be late.
yeah, it is a really cool car. If you get so bored out of this, which sometimes I do, then it's a good way to just get some laughs or two. I really like the decorations here. It looks like a proper
Maybe I
clown
should
car.
stick to my day job.
Thanks for the ride.
But yeah, you see, that's what Krusty looks like. Unfortunately, he doesn't have his regular makeup, but hey, you know what? He's got to look fancy. To fancy up, there's biatch. Yes. What a fine day to get clowned. Ha ha! But yep, that's that. And I'm going to show you some other ones. There are ones that I'm not going to show you what they are, but I will show you how to get them. Now, these are typically something that I wish they have as a regular feature, but sadly they don't. So what we're going to do next is the split screen adjustment, which is R and L this time, and 4 times with the Y button. There we are. And just for the sake of it, I'm also going to do the 2D characters, R and L, and this time the X button 4 times. There we are. And one more. We'll do R and L and A. Now what this does is This allows you to unlock night mode, and we'll do new camera views, RNL, and B button 4 times. There we are. And that should allow us to unlock what we need. I will choose that and that. Nighttime is glitchy, I'm gonna warn you. And you'll see what I mean. 2D characters is kind of creepy. You'll see what I mean again.
Another day, another set of irradiated passengers. Excellent.
Now, if you notice, all these characters are 2D, except for you and Mr. Burns.
Take me to the quickie mart.
And Night Sky basically replaces the sky with a black screen. And that's it for Night. It stinks because it doesn't give color or anything, and with this loading type of process, it makes it harder.
Did I do great or really great?
Well, I'd say that's a new
I will call this Slendy cheat. It will be more like a Slenderman world. Now, there's supposed to be a new camera, but I forget how to do that at times. And split screen's only for multiplayer, so yeah. But hey, you know what? Channel 6 News with Kent Brockman. Why not? So that's basically for those cheat codes. Now I'm going to show you some other more neat features of this game. And I'm going to show you some variety. Now the next one we're going to show, well, basically me of course, is the cars that you can unlock. One of them was the New Year's, so I already showed that. But there are 3 to 4 other cars. I would say 4, but I'm a little skeptical on one of them. But there are some of them. Now, this one gets me laughing because it's my favorite car. Next to another car that I'll show later. So what we do here is LNR BBYX. And what this allows us to unlock is what we call the brick car. I would personally call it the Lego car, but you'll see what I mean soon enough. Just give it a moment. Or are you going to crash at me again? You're going to crash at me, aren't you? Oh, you little dirty son of fuck. Sorry about that. Apparently the game liked to crash at me again for the second time. I hate when it does that. I could never figure out why. Ah!
What's the meaning of this?
Darn it!
Landfill.
Oh!
Bus.
It's always a
Time
hard...
to make some moolah.
Yeah. What the... What happened to the control scheme? Oh no! I fucked up! Crap! Okay, 3rd time's the charm now. Let's see how many fails I'm gonna get at this one. What I did wrong is I press XY instead of YX at the end.
That is the sorriest excuse for a vehicle I've ever seen. I've seen tree sloths move faster than
Oh, yeah.
rubbish.
USA!
Uh-oh.
USA!
What's happening now? Oh, okay, there we go. Hey, calm yourself.
Homer for hire at your service.
Can you take me to the Quickie Mart?
Whatever.
Now, with this little guy, he basically is his own size, but has some neat features. For one of them, he acts like the car that you would pick. In this case, I chose the Homer car. The Homer car. That.
You're faster than Joey.
But
Mart.
yeah, it has its
Hey, Mo, what's
own
new?
ability.
Some sort of crack.
Give me
Its
five
size
bags.
does count,
Oh,
so
feels so good.
it
Give
is
me
that
everything.
small.
No questions, all right? I'll pay
So it
you.
doesn't have invisible walls and stuff. And it is a very speedy little car. And the beautiful thing is that you don't see the driver,
It's
you
okay.
see the passengers on it.
I hope you didn't puke.
That was fast. You ever considered
But the
working as a
creepy thing
wheelman?
is that whenever the passengers ride on it,
Well,
they lose their
well.
legs.
Isn't Mr. Fire and Brimstone himself?
Homer, you can atone for your many sins by getting me to my
Holy failure.
destination on time.
all the fails.
Oh, take me home, please. It's very tiring being so righteous all the time.
Oh, can I come?
There's so much failure today. But yep, this is the brick car. You can see it's the most adorable little speedy car.
Hey, watch where you're going.
And it's funny because it sounds like it has the normal engine as well. So it's kind of funny. But yeah, that's the brick car. You could get some really good air out of this little guy, and it is very quick. So have fun with that one. That is one of the few cars that I show. Now, there is some other cars that you can unlock. Remember the Mr. Burns car that you see every time you start up Road Rage or any other game? Well, you can actually unlock this car. All you have to do in this one is R and L, BB, and we do YY. I believe that is correct. If not, I might have done another cheat code. But I will check to make sure. But typically it is RL, BB, YY for this car. And you can pick any car again. And that's the way these cars typically work. Unfortunately, I wish they have it on the very bottom right corner, because I could never understood that one. So, yeah. What can you do? Oh!
I'll be watching you.
Okay, so that's interesting. Apparently the guy lied to me.
Can you name the truck with four-wheel drive? Smells like a steak and seats 35. Can you narrow? Can you narrow?
So this is actually the Thanksgiving Marg vehicle. As you can see, Marg is wearing the pilgrimage outfit, has a new decal car, and has a turkey horn. It's pretty cool. Okay, let's stop here.
Where to, you?
Yar, can you give an old seabird a lift?
Hold on tight.
So this is the March one. Unfortunately, I thought if I unlocked it, I might have discovered something by accident.
See you around.
That was 40
I believe I
knots over
hit
the
BBXX, but let me see if that is true. These cheat codes are a little weird because some people document it, some don't. So it's like I'm following some guidelines and all. So let's see. So let's see. Smithers should be this, but let me make sure. All right. And let's give it a test drive. This should unlock it, but let's see. So apparently, if you'd like to ride the March one, you can. So just do BB and XX instead of BB, YY. But let's take a look and see if this is true. Yep, here we go.
What's the meaning of this? Landfill and ride my bus.
He doesn't have any dialogue, but this is the Smithers car. And unfortunately, he gets whatever car we put in. So in this case, he gets the brick car, which is actually pretty hilarious. So he has a different horn, he has a different look, and you're riding as Mr. Bird's car. Now, the neat thing about this car, it is pretty speedy, I will say that. But it's not as fast as they would intend. So this is Mr. Smithers. It's actually a pretty decent ride. It's a very long ride too. So it's not great for what you need, like if you're trying to do more of the road rage parts, but I think it's pretty cool that you finally get to ride what Mr. Burns has been riding all this time. So it says E4 and 66 lows. Basically, Mr. Burns is a Satanist. But yep, this is the Smithers car. Now the one thing I'm interested is I did an accidental press of that, so let's see. Because I'm very curious now, if I do this, what happens if I do BBA? It unlocks something apparently. Ah, that's right. It unlocked the next code, which is called Scene Collision Lines. And this allows you to, what it indicates, see the collision lines. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unlock that, and I'm going to unlock my hated car, but we get to finally ride it, the nuclear bus. So for this one, we're going to do RL, BBYA. And for this one, we get to pick whoever. And this should allow us to see the guidelines for the collision, and we get to ride the nuclear bus at last. Again, it has no dialogue, so don't expect it to say anything. Oh.
Ha! Climb aboard Burns Transit, my low-functioning friend.
It appears.
Leave the driving to
Ah. Okay. Well, it looks like I did an accidental one again.
Hard cash.
Now this, accidentally that I got, is the Frankenbus. And what this is that this allows you to basically have the new decal. The Bart becomes Frankenstein costume. You also get to hear a new horn.
No problemo.
You see, it's evil laughter. Now, the collision one actually shows the wireframing and collision lines of it, which can be quite annoying. I'm not sure why anyone needs it, but it is something you can do. Now, the one thing about this, unfortunately, is that because of collision lines, it will lag the crap out of the game. So I highly advise not to do this one because you're just going to have a really frustrating time.
Whoa!
But yep, that is the Frankenbus. So again, if you want to, out of my screw up, then go for it. Alright, that's that code. I hate the collision lines one. Always a bothersome to me. Always. Now let's see if I can do this correctly. RLBBYA. There we go. So what I did mistakenly, just to let you guys know, I did RLBBXA. So that was my mistake, but you know, it's a happy mistake again, which allows me to show you guys the Frankenbus. Now, if only I can remember what the... Now, I wonder how to get the Santa Apu out of this one. That is the last holiday one that I know of. But let's have a look, shall we? Or you're gonna crash at me again. Oh, the freaking fail count, you son of... Oh, sorry about that. I believe I fixed it yet again. It's so annoying.
Ha! Climb aboard Burns Transit.
I hate when that happens.
low-functioning friend.
But yes,
Leave the driving
now it's difficult to see, but this is the nuclear bus. We get to finally run my arch nemesis. Now with this bus, he is very slow, but he can go very quick.
I need to get to the school, Prado.
It has no dialogue, but it has the horn of whatever you drive of. However, it is a monstrous vehicle to ride and one of the funnest cars you can ever ride on.
That trip went all the way to 11.
So if you want to know what it's like to be in a nuclear bus,
me, Church?
there you go.
I think I did something last night I need to confess, but I don't remember what
It
it was.
is, and this will probably be the last one I will show, unless I accidentally get the Santa Apu one.
Whoa, I don't
Which I'm
feel
kind
so
of
good.
interested to see how, but let's find out. Alright, we got 2 extra seconds, and avoiding traffic in this bus is basically impossible. If you see, it says Monty Burns Transit, not in service, so this is the nuclear bus. Now, it's not as fast as the original, but it is pretty darn good. If you also notice, you don't see the other nuclear bus, because this is the nuclear bus. So yeah, you don't get that annoyance anymore. So that's that one. So those should be all the cars. The next ones I'm gonna show is 3 other codes. These are ways to basically help you in the game or to see something pretty cool. Again, this might cause some frame lag, so I would advise be careful. So the one we're gonna show is called Stop Time. This allows you to stop time. And what we're gonna do here is we're gonna unlock it by doing LR. And the following should be, let's see here, X, B, Y, A. Now I'm very curious about one thing, just to see. Let's try the backwards. Let's do Y, X, B, A. Nope, you see the raven indicates that I did it wrong. So let's see, B, A. Nope. Okay. So that's that. If you want to watch the movies again, you could do so. We also unlocked the closing views, so we also got the game credits. Now, this should allow us to essentially get what we need. Now, I'm not sure this will start when I go back or not, so let's see. Alright. Nope. So we're just gonna test it out within the game itself. Let's get Air Homer. And let's just take a look and see what we get here. We are almost done with all the cheat codes. My goodness. We're getting really close to the end here. In this one, apparently, you don't see Mr. Burns.
USA!
And
USA!
there is one other thing to note. There are no drivers
Oh, my
here.
head.
None. You don't pick up
Please don't
anyone
shoot.
because time has stopped. So, you can. This would be more like if you wanted to free roam the area instead of worrying about you accidentally picking up people. But yep, this is the stop time cheat. Again, not too sure why you would use this, but hey, you know what? It's all for the fun. So that's that. Now, if I can get back, I can try, but great. Apparently with stop time, it also causes some issues. For example, I can't press the start button. Until now. It's weird. Some of these cheats are good, some of these cheats are weird. Very weird. It's just one of those that I never understood. The next one, and probably the last one we're going to unlock, is the slow motion mode. With this, we're going to do LR, we're going to do A, X, B, and Y. And that allows us to go in slow motion. So let's see, we're going to do, what's a good card? Let's do a Pooh, and we'll do Everyone's Turrets. Boy, oh boy, there's so much to cover. When it comes to cheats, there's just so much to do. It's really insane.
How dare you clutter the roadway?
Now, this works properly. I should be able to do this slow motion.
Must admit, the smell of
And
fresh
it
air is much
is.
more pleasing than the odor
This
of the
is
hot
slow
dog
motion.
machine.
This makes your car slower.
The
It makes
meter
your
has been running
actions
since
much
I saw
slower
you.
as
Take
well.
that quickie, Mert.
That is okay with me.
And as you can see, even the timer goes very slowly. This is more for if you don't like to go very fast, then you can do so. Or if you like to basically just see the glorious carnage very slowly. I mean, look at this. It's like, no, get out.
Perhaps I should refrain from doing that in the future.
But the dialogue doesn't slow down either, unfortunately. I wish they would play with that. That would actually be pretty darn cool.
Thank you. Come again.
Huh. I'd say that's a new record.
I will say so too. So if you'd like to do the bridge one,
I have many places to.
which I will... Now, typically with these cheat codes, they might overlap, but I'm going to check and see. What I want to do particularly is a slower motion of the famous bridge. So, for this case, we're going to do auto in Springfield Dam. And what I'm going to try to do is we're going to go in slow motion to the bridge and just go through it. Just all the way through it. That way we get that glorious ending.
Another defiant motorist? You'll soon learn your lesson, friend.
Man, this is gonna be...
Unfortunately, I was correct. You have to input this every time, which is quite annoying. I will not lie, but you know what? We'll do it just for the sake of it. So LR A X B 1. Oh, did it wrong. A X B 1. Nope. A X B 1. Apparently I did this. I'm not sure if I'm doing this correctly or incorrectly. There we go. I hate the X and Y because I always get them cross-wired. I wonder what the fail count is. I'm gonna have a fail counter there. Like in the very beginning of the video. You'll see it for yourselves, but I'll have to count and see how many fails I have.
Another day, another set of irradiated passengers.
Let's see if this works now.
Excellent.
Zeppelin rules!
Yep, yeah, working.
Greetings, stranger.
Please take me to Jazz Radio.
You got it, dude.
Alright. And look at that glorious slow-mo. So what I want to do during this time is just say a few things. For one, I want to thank you guys so much for the amazing viewage that I would see, the audience that see this as well, and the amount of people who subscribe to this channel. It is a great honor, and
I can see my house.
I just daunted how many people would watch this. I mean, yes, it was like very slow. Yes, the frame rate was bad because at the time I have a bad computer. But you know, I was so shocked. I didn't think it would have any attention, but lo and behold, I was wrong, and you guys proved it wrong. So, you know, just something to say, just to be sincere. And also, I hope you guys enjoyed this Let's Play. I know it was quite a long one. It could be a little bit of a pain as well, especially me being a bit boring. But, you know, what can you do?
Zeppelin rules!
Thank you for your prompt service. Perhaps we can do business.
So, what I'm gonna do
Hey,
is...
little Lisa.
Otto, am I glad to see you?
No problemo.
Normal.
There I go. There. The last time I'm gonna replace her dialogue for the day. So what I was about to say is that the next Simpsons games I'm gonna play, which will be in the announcements very soon,
Step on it.
and it will very well might be released after long before this video will be uploaded, but is gonna be Hit and Run. I'm gonna play the Simpsons Hit and Run, which is kind of like the sequel to this game, but it's a much better game for the Simpsons platform, and I think it is going to be a fun one. Now, I haven't played that game much. I only rented it once in Blockbuster when I was a kid, and that's really about it. So I'm going to get that a try. So like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoy this series, and peace out!